Avast me hearties, listen close, for I've a tale to tell ye. This is a tale of the city of Port Royal, the wickedest city on earth, it was said, and in 1692, an earthquake struck the Isle of Jamaica, such that she sank into the very ocean. At least that's what history would tell us. This is the Kickstarted game, Port Royal, brought to you by Firelock Games. Mine just delivered on Saturday, and I wanted to be one of the first to tell you about it, show you the components, talk about what I like, what I don't like, and really get you fired up for this amazing game that you will probably see at Adepticon. So, while dead men me tell no tales, I'm going to spin one for you. These are the components for Port Royal. The box is really nice, although you probably will be tossing that. The sprues, you're going to get a couple of sprues with enough guys on it to make yourself a nice warband. Mine came with an alternate weapons sprue. You get your rule book, you get some dice, some range rulers, some tokens. I picked up the alternate acrylic set. You also get all of this terrain. And there's an absolute ton of terrain here, enough to fill the 2x2 mat that the game is played on. You will also see I had so much terrain that there was actually extra that I didn't bother putting on the mat. The back of the box, over here, we've got a very cool little map of Port Royal before and after the earthquake is denoted on the map. And then here we've got the actual paper playmat that it comes with, as well as the neoprene playmat that I got extra. All right, so let's talk about what the actual buildings are first. Let's talk about the terrain. We've got a number of walls, short walls that kind of just go down. They create some nice obstacles and barriers, places for cover. We've got some nice buildings with corners on them. Very easily assembled, right? These pieces are just kind of, it folds, and then these just kind of snap into the bottom. This is very nice, and it's going to be just on your tabletop, so you don't have to worry about it. The buildings here, though, while these are absolutely gorgeous, and I think they're going to create a really narrative and engaging board for us to play on, you've got to be careful when assembling them. This is my first kind of like Dr. Dice's tool tip here. Make sure you widen the holes that are on the inside where everything is going to snap in. Make sure you widen these holes. Use like, I used a square file, just to kind of ream it out just a little bit. The reason I say that is because if you don't, the tolerances on the other side that you're pushing in are so tight that you're going to bend those tabs. And I would hate to see you damage your terrain or get upset when you just got your brand new set. So make sure you ream out the holes just a little bit. Do just a little bit, test fit, see whether or not it can push in comfortably. If not, ream it out a little bit more. You're going to appreciate this if you do it. Be careful, but make sure you actually do this step, because if you don't, it's going to be a little bit touch and go for you. Other than that, this is fantastic stuff, and I'm really excited to get this on the board and get playing on it. All right, now it's time to talk about the playing surfaces that come in the game. This game mat that we're actually demonstrating right here, this is not in the box. This is a game mat that I picked up separately that I just had laying around that I wanted to use. The play mat that you get in the box is this really nice paper play mat, single-sided, but it does a really good job of presenting you with a nice surface to play on. Right? And I will probably use this when I have multiple people playing in the campaigns, which is going to absolutely happen. Additionally, Firelock sells a neoprene mat, a 2x2 double-sided neoprene game mat. It's got on one side the cobblestone streets, and on the other side, I feel like I'm bullfighting. The other side, it's got a nice green field. Okay, so this is a double-sided neoprene game mat. It comes folded up like this. We're going to talk about that towards the end of the video. But both are nice game mats to play on. And of course, you could use a third party. It's just a 2x2, so it doesn't matter. All right, let's talk really quickly about areas where you can upgrade your experience right away. So Firelock Games provides you with these tokens to be used for fatigue, for reloads, for fortune. Fortune's a major mechanic in this game, as well as your D10s. This is a D10 system, right? Same as Blood and Plunder. The whole idea is that you can actually use some of those same Blood and Plunder components, as well as all of the miniatures for the most part, in order to play Port Royal. So what you can do is, if you acquire these little fatigue dice, you can actually replace all of the fatigue tokens with a fatigue die and make your life really easy, right? It'll improve your quality of your experience. Same thing with your reload markers. Same thing with your fortunes. And then last but not least, we've got the D10s. You can replace your primary die, which you have to be able to distinguish from your other dice, with your Firelock dice, right? I mean, these are cool D10s, just normal D10s. These are the ones that Firelock sells that are kind of nation specific. So if you're playing the English or playing the Pirates or playing whoever, give yourself a little extra flair. So that, my friends, is Port Royal First Look, brought to you by Firelock Games. The First Look wasn't brought to you, like they didn't sponsor the video or anything, but like the game, they made it, so I figured I would do a little quick video for it. Plus, any chance to get dressed up like a pirate, I'm down. So, again, thank you for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, all of that nonsense, please feel free to comment on the video. I will answer whatever comments are there. It is a real joy to be with you, and thank you very much.